So every semester, I get many emails from frustrated students who are having a hard time downloading virtual instruments. And part of the reason is that uh, if you go to a website such as VST for free or something along those lines, you're getting, you know, you're downloading instruments that were created more often than not by, um, you know, people who are not professionals. And so these instruments are A, not going to be very good quality most of the time, and B, they might be buggy and there might be compatibility issues. So um, I initially pointed people in that direction just to kind of save them some money. But the truth of the matter is, if you want to use decent libraries, you need to go with professional quality software. Now, the good news is you can get professional quality libraries for free. You're not going to have, obviously, the detailed selection that you'll have if you purchase a library. And I strongly recommend if you ever do anything with MIDI, uh, if you want to write film music or whatever, you absolutely should purchase a library. And many DAWs do come with extensive libraries. Logic is one of them, but there are many more. So, nevertheless, since we're using Reaper and it does not come with any libraries, what I suggest you do is you go on the internet and you go to nativeinstruments.com. So it's native-instruments.com. And then under products, we're going to go to click on free. And I want you to download Kontakt 5 Player. So this Kontakt 5 Player um, allows you to play any of the libraries that are created by Native Instruments, but it comes with 50 free instruments. That's quite a few instruments to start with. So download it. It's also going to make you download. It's going to ask you to download Native Access, so you might as well do it. And it's you just have to essentially follow the prompts and the steps, and you should be able to pretty easily set it up. You do have to activate it, and so you'll be getting an email and so on and so forth with an activation code, a serial number. But once you've downloaded and installed it, you're pretty much all good to go. So I already went through the process. So once I go in Reaper, all I have to do is click on Insert, the usual, Virtual Instrumental New Track. And then over here, I should, if you've done it correctly, and if you had Reaper open, you probably want to restart it. And you should see under your instruments that you have Kontakt 5. And once you open Kontakt 5, you can now choose from this list of instruments. It's called Factory Selection, which is basically a sampler of the library that they have. And I already have here selected category world, but there's band instruments, there's a bass, there's an electronic piano. So let's see. Let's take, I don't know, jazz organ. And there you have it. So you have some parameters that you can change. You can have some effects. I'm going to go ahead and open my virtual MIDI keyboard. And lo and behold, you get some sound. So once again, if you experience any kind of frustration with downloading instruments, this is by far the easiest thing that you can do. And also you'll get much higher quality sounds. And then once you're ready, once you're happy, in the future you want to expand, you want to purchase a library, you can do it directly from Native Instruments, and you'll be getting good quality sounds. Another possibility, if you are a Finale owner, is to use the Garriton library. So let's see, delete that. So you can go to, once again, new instrument on new track, virtual instrument on new track, and over here I can use the ARIA player, which is another player similar to Kontakt 5, but it's Garriton for Garriton, because Finale comes with Garriton Personal Orchestra, which is a set of rather extensive orchestral instrumental sounds. It's not as extensive as others, but it is pretty good. So here, for example, I can just click on any of these empty slots. You can have a single instance, and I'll talk about that in a separate video, but you can use one single ARIA player for up to 16 instruments. In this case, we're just going to choose one instrument, so I'll click on this empty slot and I'll, let's say, pick, you have all kinds of stuff, but let's say we'll pick clarinet. Let's do bass clarinet solo. And here you actually have a little keyboard that you can use to test out the sound, which is kind of nice. And of course, you do have to keep in mind what the range of the instrument is, because if you go below it, you won't hear anything. So if I click on this sound, I won't hear anything. And that means, obviously, if you're entering MIDI notes and you're going below it, you won't get anything, because these are actual real instruments that are recorded. So naturally, you can't go below the range of that physical instrument. Okay, hope this was useful.